What's up, YouTube fam? Well, today I'm going to distress my Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider jacket. Okay, originally I was not planning on adding any distressing on it. I was just going to wear it out because I kind of like it a little clean looking, but I'm just going to distress it. Normally I use an airbrush, but with an airbrush it dries so quickly that I am 9 times out of 10 committed to what I'm doing here. So instead I'm going to try, and plus you can't give it as much of a muddy effect, give it mostly like a smoky effect. I'm going to use these 3 things, and no, I haven't watched anybody else's video on how to do this. I'm just kind of brainstorming it myself. I'm going to use what I always use. Createx is my favorite brand to use on any fabric, whether it's leather, stretch, Cordura, t-shirts, whatever it is. I use Createx. I love Createx. You can get them in opaque, you can get them in transparency, some water because it's a water-based paint, and once it dries on fabric, pretty much that's it. And paper towels, and and a sponge paintbrush. Okay, so hopefully I don't screw it up too bad, and I get it right. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the sponge paintbrush and I'm gonna dampen it up a little bit. Why am I damping it up? Because this thing dries really effing fast, and since it dries really fast, I want to be able to go back and grab whatever I don't need with the paper towels and dab it off. Okay? Alright. So that's number 1 that I'm going to do. Okay? And 2, follow directions and you shake this bad boy really, 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 really good. Okay? And, I just put a little bit on here. Okay? Just a little bit. And I kind of, I know it looks a little funny, but since it's already wet, you see it dripping, it's not committed to anything. So you can use the other side of the brush too. And because I did make sure that it was wet, and this is leather as opposed to fabric, a little dabbing, then you can take it and wet it before it completely dries. And dirty it up, and voila. I know you can't see it from where you're at. It's just a little bit more dirty than that side. See it? Okay. It's more dirty on the top than it is on the bottom. And there's so much light in here that you can't see the difference, but I can see the difference. So, and I got it on this here that's not holding it that well. So I go back with the brush, go back with the with this. I'll add some more water, and I'll do the same thing. Grab a paper towel, dip it in the water, dab and wipe, have a lot of control when with leather anyway. You have a lot of control with the finish on leather than you would on normal fabric. Normal fabric, I'm always going to use an airbrush on this because I wet it, and you just do a little at a time. And you can see the slight distressing as opposed to that's clear. And I could even see it. So it just needs a little. It doesn't need a lot, you know. And that is how I figured out with y'all today on how to distress my Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider jacket. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll grab a little bit of this, put it in there. Okay. Make sure this is nice and wet so it doesn't commit to anything. And then I'll do the same thing on the sleeves. You can brush it, you can dab it. It's still wet, so you have control over everything. Remember to make the surface wet first. If you just go ahead and put the acrylic over it, it might not look like, you know, like it's been naturally distressed. It'll look brushed on, and you don't want it to look brushed on. You want it to look like you've been riding around or driving around or working, and you know, you just don't take your leather jacket to the cleaners, and you dab and you wipe down. You get more water. You gotta want to try to match it. This side looks a little bit cleaner than the other. And you don't worry about going over to the black area of the jacket because this is black. So who cares? Bingo. Now I know you're probably saying, what the hell is Rick doing? Because I don't see a fucking difference. But if I bring it closer, now you can see the slight distressing. Okay, and like I said, it's very light in here. I got a lot of light going on, and so it's actually a lot darker and more distressed than on camera. So I'll do the same thing with the sleeves, and then later on I'll grab an airbrush and do a little bit on the shoulders, because on that part doesn't really matter, but on this, you know, it does. So here we went, and in about 7 minutes I distressed my Robbie Reyes jacket. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna head and finish the sleeves. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, the notification. Tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Rick Legendary 1 on Instagram, Rick Legendary on Facebook, and Rick Legendary on Twitter. Okay? Peace.